Alrighty. Yo, chat. Good morning, man. Oh, we got two streams today. We're doing a stream right now, and then we're doing a stream. We're taking a like short break, and then 2 hours later, we got the Summer Games Fest. But good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome back to another Gacha Smack stream, whatever part of the world you are from. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Chat. Give me a second. Close this. Boom, boom. All right. Alrighty. Let's get chat on the screen. Bam, there we go. Let's get YouTube up in here too. Give me a second. Auto find and activate. All right, there's my YouTube stream. Drink some water first. It's funny because I just killed some coffee, so I do need me some water. Wait a damn second. Why are you live right now, Unk? So I was actually battling this off stream. I was thinking to myself, I said, I have a stream today. It's already planned, right? And you guys see it. It's scheduled later. I have the Summer Games Fest stream. And I was like, I could either do it all in one sitting where I react to the Wuthering Waves Cyberpunk Dev Talk, pull on MIFU and Arknights Endfield, and then go straight into the Summer Games Fest. I was like, or I could just do it now. It'll only take me about 2 hours, right? And then take a quick little 2 hour break in between. I have a bunch of friends coming over, So I was like, I'll just take a 2 hour break. We'll watch the Summer Games Fest, and then after that, we'll wrap it up. So I just decided to split it up, do two separate streams. When I do like game show streams, I kind of like to keep them in isolation, all on their own. And so that's kind of just how my brain works. I don't know if it's a fucking OCD thing or what, but that's pretty much what I ended up like deciding on. But how we doing, chat? Y'all doing all right, man? Unk, you played NTE 1.1. I've been saving the actual grind of NTE 1.1 to do it on stream, Chion. I've been saving it for stream content, but I've been logging in and doing my dailies. I haven't been able to do 1.1 just yet. I actually am in the middle of finishing 1.0 story. I was doing it off stream, and then I was like, that's right, I'm supposed to do this on stream. So I haven't finished the story yet. So we still got to finish the 1.0 story before we even get into 1.1. But we will be doing 1.1 stream unsponsored, and then we'll be doing whatever the hell they got going on in 1.1. The thing is, I don't care about Lacrimosa. I'm skipping the shit out of Lacrimosa. I want the guy on the second half of the banner. If you ask me, I think they should have put him on the first half. I don't know. Maybe that's just a me thing. Maybe Lacrimosa is more popular than I thought. She might be more popular than I thought. I don't know, chat. Chaos. Yeah, that's his name. Anyways, apparently we got a lot of work to do and not a lot of time, chat. So let's go ahead and like lock in here. we've got here we go. Let me make sure my camera is set up. We've got a Cyberpunk Edge Runners developer talk that came out 5 hours ago. Bro, am I crazy, or has Wuthering Waves been dropping this shit at the most odd times? Am I crazy, or is like Wuwa just dropping shit like well, obviously we all have different times depending on where we live at in the world. But for me, I'm like, bro, y'all used to drop all news at like 11 p.m. my time. Now they're dropping shit at like 5 a.m. in the morning, bro. I'm like, Jesus. The patch for Wuwa is on Sunday. I know. Oh, also, chat, we're doing our Cyberpunk Edge Runners watch party in the Discord tomorrow. Saturday and Sunday, we're doing our Cyberpunk watch party. It's only 10 episodes, so if you guys do want to be a part of that watch party and you want to watch Cyberpunk Edge Runners with me, it'll be exclusively occurring in my Discord. So yeah, if you guys want to watch that with me, you can. Give me a second. Let me pull this up. Trying to pull up chat real quick. Okay, here we go. Bro, when will you react for Edge Runners showcase videos? I watched them offline, brother. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, listen, man, we already saw the gameplay. That's why I was like, if these are just like gameplay showcases, we already saw that in the live stream. Like, me personally, it wasn't worth react content. All due respect. I was just like, if they showed a trailer, I'd have been all over that shit, bro. I'd have been all over that. You know what I mean? But those aren't, I'll be real, with all due respect, they're not really showing anything crazy in those trailers. I appreciate like the animations and stuff, but you know, I just didn't think it was react content in all fairness. I was like, this is go. I'll just watch this shit offline. Any new anime you've watched? No, I've been pretty fucking busy. I'll be honest. I have been chipping away at finishing anime that finished this season. I've been finishing the rest of the Classroom Elite season. I've been chipping away at Freewind, but I genuinely haven't been locked in on anime in recent days, I'll be honest. To be honest, I'm more on Destiny 2's Monument of Triumph, so I'm going to miss out on the Cyberpunk collab. Sorry, Unc. Yeah, I'm missing out on the Cyberpunk collapse. Crazy. Bro, you know what trips me out, man? Brother, a lot of people, I mean, this is just 10,000 votes, right? But dude, I did not think 33% of I think people are really fucking pissed about that banner, the banner stuff, you know, the banner drama with Cyberpunk. Like, that's correct. 33%. I don't know. I feel like some of y'all are lying, bro. I feel like some of y'all might be just telling lies over here on the voting poll. Man. Yeah, anyways, I'm 100% pulling Lucy. I will say, fuck you, Smack, but also fuck what you saw. I take it back. Dude, I think I'm not S6ing Lucy anymore. Not after the banner shenanigans, but I'm still gonna get her. I'm probably gonna get her like S2 and call it a day. I'm gonna get her S2 or S3 and probably just call it a day, bro. I deleted the game personally. Yeah, that's crazy. Listen, man, I think here's my take. You ready for this? Here's my take. I'd rather have a high quality collab with a shit banner than a high quality or a free to play friendly banner and a shit collab. Now, obviously, in a good world, I'd like to have both. But boys, we don't live. We live in a crazy world. You know what I mean? So if I had to pick, give me the good quality collab with the shit banner, bro. I'm just saying, I know we want both. I know we want both. But boys, listen. We all signed up to play fucking gacha games. Okay? We all signed up to play them, man. And when we signed up to play them, chat, what did we do? We went in to a majority of slop eaters territory and expected slop eaters to adhere to our criteria of gaming. That's delusional. Right? Gacha players have a very low bar in terms of like monetary incentive, in terms of like game design being fair. They don't give a fuck about that. They want their waifus and, you know, they want their little, you know, their story patches. And that's pretty much, you do that, they'll throw money at you. All I'm saying is I always say this, you have to remind yourself that you walked into a space with a targeted demographic that doesn't have your pickiness. And that's important to establish. You have to, I'm telling you, you have to acknowledge that. You can't go into a space of people who don't have your criteria or a pickiness of gaming and then complain that they don't or force them to. Wuwa is no longer a gacha game to me. It's a movie. Yeah. I mean, dude, it does a good job at it, though. Everybody shows up for Wuwa story. That's funny. That's the funny thing. Everybody shows up for the cinema. If it was a normal limited banner, it'd be fair. But bullshit like this is just stupid. Listen, man, there's a lot of other things to say, though. Like, I mean, like I said, I picked it apart in terms of scrutiny, but they give out, you had ample time to snag a S0R1 Lucy, right? With all the exceptions of the shit we pointed out, bro, everybody should have enough to get R1 Lucy, unless you did the exchange shit, the skill issue shit or whatever, you know. Unless you did that, then sure, but you should have plenty of fucking pulls to snag a Lucy, bro. S0R1 Lucy, get your free Rebecca, you know, and get the fuck out of there. I just dropped spending on BP Wuwan so long ago. Anyways, hey, we're not here to doom post, chat. We're here to react to this damn Cyberpunk Edgerunner special. No doom posting today, boys. All right, we about good energy. We all about good energy today, chat. Put the doom posting to a minimum. Damn it. Seriously, I want to watch this video. I want to watch this Wuthering Wave Cyberpunk Edgerunner special. It's 29 minutes long, which means it's probably 45 minutes with me. After we do that, chat, we will then pop open Arknights Endfield. We'll pull on MIFU. Admittedly, I need my Arknights Endfield factory veterans to help me out later. I need my factory set up, bro. All right, I do. That piss water shit. After I finished the story, I ran into the goddamn reptile water. I snagged the blueprint. I set the blueprint up because I didn't have time to learn it. I set the blueprint up and it was telling me like to like, I gotta connect some shit. I was like, oh no, we're gonna have to do this on stream. I was like, we're gonna have to do this on stream, bro. I'm gonna need my damn factory veterans to help me out with this one, bro. So my goddamn Fong Yi is unbuilt. I've just been using Tong Tong and my OG teams because my Fong Yi is unbuilt because of the factory. Yeah, I'm gonna be real, bro. I might have to make a video about that. That's like a bit too much of a filter in for casuals. Casuals don't want to they need to have a blueprint to where you set the blueprint up and no effort is done whatsoever. And I'm not saying that for me. I'm saying that to keep other people around. There's other people that like Arknights Endfield, but the blueprint system isn't entirely shutting them out from having to engage with the factory. And so I feel like for those type of people, they're just going, well, I'm just not gonna play the game. You see what I'm saying? And so I think it would help them if they have a blueprint system where literally you just you just throw that bitch on the shit and it does its own thing. I think a lot of people are not going to play it anymore. You know, you are saying it for you though. No, I'm not. For me, I can just go live with my chat. So like you're objectively wrong. For me, I just go live and I get, hey guys, what do I do? Other people can't do that. You see what I'm saying? I mean, you low-key can. You can go into somebody else's chat, but for the most part, I can just go live and say, community, help me. And I have fun doing that. Anyways, that's my take on that. But yeah, I need to set my shit up. And that's literally what I plan on doing. I plan on going, all right, boys, where do we put this? Where do we put that? Let's set it up. And hopefully a couple of people will learn as we are doing that. All right, enough yap. Let's watch this once again, chat. After we do this, then we'll go into pulling on MIFU and all that jazz. Okay. Boys and girls, welcome back to another video by yours truly. I'm sure a lot of us have been waiting on some type of like anything, honestly, from Wuwa, Cyberpunk, Edgerunners, collab, dev talk, and all that. Well, at 5 hours ago, for me, that was like 5 a.m. in the morning, Solon seems to be interviewing the Cyberpunk Edgerunners team. Now, it's a 29-minute video. I'm just looking forward to hearing any types of insights in terms of the behind-the-scenes collaborative efforts between these two parties, that being Kuro Games and the Cyberpunk Edgerunners team. And maybe we even learn something about season 2 that's getting ready to come out for Cyberpunk Edgerunners, the anime. That said, I'm just looking to have a good time, listen to what these guys are talking about. Hopefully it's interesting. I do like to see more authentic conversations with not too much scripting and stuff. I don't know what to expect, but without further ado, let's hop into it. Oh, actually, give me 1 second, boys. I am For whatever reason, I'm not connected. Should be connected now. 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're connected now.
3, 2, 1, action.
Oh, Solon didn't show up for the live stream because he was showing up for this. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Wait, am I crazy, chat? Or was Solon in the live stream? I already forgot. Was Solon in the live stream for the Cyberpunk for the 3.4? I actually forgot. No? Okay, I didn't think so. Okay. He literally wasn't in the live stream. Yeah, okay, so he's here. He's here. There he is. Hey, bro looks happy. Bro looks happy as shit.
Hello， 漂泊者们，大家好，我是 Solon， 很开心又能和大家见面了。今天是一次比较特殊的
Today's show feels extra special.
因为坐在我旁边的是2位来自
How's that audio,
波
chat?
兰的朋友。
Two friends from Poland.
他们先
I'll let
自
them
我
share
介
a bit
绍一下
about
吧。
themselves.
Hello, my name is Milena. I am writer and editor in CD Projekt Red.
Oh, yes, they speak English. Awesome.
I work on comic books and various stories like this collaboration.
Oh, wait, is that a female writer, boys? Apparently, the internet doesn't agree with female writers. Fucking ridiculous, man. You know, there's a female who made Demon Slayer. Now we have a female who's on Cyberpunk Edge Runners. Dude, we've had some female made Full Metal Alchemist. Female made Full Metal Alchemist. It's like, this shit is ridiculous, man.
And I'm Stibor, also called Stib.
Now this guy here, I think he's the heavy guns too.
Bao. I'm VP of franchise at CD Projekt Red, and I wrote Cyberpunk Edge Runners.
Yeah, he's the guy.
So this collaboration is
Gacha Kuda, that's right. Gacha Kuda.
close to my heart.
OK，
Bro, why is bro smiling so goddamn hard? He's a fan. He's geeking out.
真的非常开心，今天
truly
能有机
thrilled
会
to have
在
this chance before version
3.4
3.4
版本
launches.
上线之前，邀请到 CD Projekt Red
Invite two
2位
guests from
朋友
CD Projekt
聊一
Red.
聊关于联动的制作和一
Talk
些
about the
关于
production.
赛博朋克
Discuss
边
topics
缘
about
性的
Cyberpunk Edge
本
Runners
身的
itself.
话题。那就让我们开始
Let's
吧
get started.
For me, the most interesting thing is, okay, we came here, we have an amazing collaboration. What happened in your mind that you decided, let's do a collaboration with Cyberpunk Edge Runners?
If I had to guess, it's just a good overlap, right? You've got Wuwa's post-apocalyptic, sci-fi oriented, and highly advanced technology world. It's just a good overlap, honestly.
首先，我们团队在
From the
做
start,
明朝的时
our
候，
vision
其
for
实
Woodland
还
Waves
是
was to
希望
surprise
明
players
朝长期的运营当中，其实是有机会可以
with
通
unique
过一
crossover
些
collaborations.
跨界的联动，可以给
During
玩
major
家在
updates
版本运营过程中带去一些更惊喜的
Throughout the
更不一
long-term
样的内
operation
容
of the game,
那我们那会其实就会在想，
we
什么样
carefully
的节
consider
点
what kind of
是我们
timing
最适
would
合
be the
开
most
始做这
suitable
件
for
事
us
情
to
的。
start
我们
this
其实也
initiative.
盘了自己的版
We
本
also
规划
reviewed
是
our
运作
version
系统
roadmap as well as
我们认为
timelines and
在拉海洛
cycles.
这个版本其实非常
We
合
believe that
适
Lahai-Roy
那我
version
们3.0 版
would be
本其
perfect.
实一开始规划
In
的
fact,
时候
version
也希望
3.0 has
它
carried
是
its
一个
sci-fi theme
科幻题材
since the beginning of our planning. That is, you know what? That's actually really I didn't even consider that. 3.0, the Lahai-Roy region is literally the most sci-fi induced region in the game. I didn't even think about that. It's true.
游戏版本嘛，所以我们当初的出
Our
发
goal
点
was to
是
partner
想
with a
找一
work
个契合
that not only
3.0
matched
这个
this
题
theme,
材的作品来做联动，它最好一
it
定
had to be
是
sci-fi
科
themed
幻
above
结合
all.
在一起其实是自然的。
Collaborations
有好的
feel natural
叙
with
述
compelling
还一
storytelling
定要有
and
好的
outstanding
出
overall
众的
quality.
品质。当然还有一点
And
很
there's
重要
one
的
more
就是一
crucial
定要
point.
是我们
It must
整个
also
制
be a
作团
work
队
that resonated with
大
our
部分人
team and the
其实
rest of
都
our
非
player
常
community.
熟悉的。那聊了一轮之后呢，
That's what I thought. That's why I said like it's just good overlap, man.
我们就会觉得像边缘型的
Stood out as the ideal fit. Edge Runners did, blending with our narrative and quality standards.
要点的，最后也非常幸运
Truly
我
grateful
们
to
能联动
CD
上
Projekt
非
Red
常感谢
for making this collaboration
也很
possible.
期待这个版
And
本
we're
可以
excited
跟我们的
to share
玩
this
家
experience with our
见面。
players. Bonga Jacob, man, thank you for the 16 months of being a tier 1 member, bro. Much love to you, bro.
那其实我也会想问，为什么会
Now I'm
考虑
curious, what
和
inspired
明朝
you
合
to
作
collaborate
从
with
你们的
Wuwa?
视角中
And
觉得
why do
两
you
部
think
作
our
品
worlds
合适的
complement
地
each
方
other
在
so
哪个地
well?
方
There was a few reasons. One of the reasons was for sure that when I was 3 years ago for the first time in China, in Chengdu, I saw that here in China there's a lot of fans of Cyberpunk and runners.
Now that's actually interesting. Cyberpunk edge runners being popular in China, I actually wasn't expecting that. The reason I wasn't is because it's so in the opposite direction of what China allows. It's so freaking violent. It has so many curse words. You know what I mean? It's like China don't really rock with that. So I find that's really cool. Actually, I love it. I love it. That's crazy. The whole like direction of it is kind of just completely, I would say, in the opposite direction of what China does. I'm sure they censored it a bit. Yeah. That's fucking cool though.
And I was surprised.
That's probably why it's popular. Sure.
And amazed.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense too.
Because there were lines of people that wanted to talk to me. They wanted to sign some things. And they were also very kind and wanted more. So we thought that, okay, if people in China love Cyberpunk edge runners, we should give them more edge runners. That was definitely the first thing.
That's a good point, Crown. You said they're probably starved for that content. You know what? And now that I think about it, you're right. That makes much more sense than the way I was viewing it. It does. They're probably they're like, damn, we'll never get this over here, bro. Hell, you know what I mean? That makes a lot more sense, actually.
Also, Milena knows the game very well, so I guess she can tell more.
Yeah, Wuthering Waves is getting
Who was getting more popular in Poland?
Poland.
A fun fact, by the way, Pollen viewers, I have a lot of Pollen viewers. They're in my top 10 in terms of geography of viewers of content. Pollen, they watch a lot of gacha content, apparently.
So, of course, we heard about you before, and when you approached us, it was interesting idea to collaborate.
Here,
Our
I am Paulus.
team
What up, man?
loves telling stories. So we also like to experiment with new genres and media, do more new stuff. And because this is something we've never done before, it was an interesting challenge to do it.
Who are these people? This is the Cyberpunk Edge Runners team, the part of the development team, the writers of the show Cyberpunk Edge Runners.
You know.
But there's also another thing. Cyberpunk Edge Runners is anime, and Wuthering Waves has amazing animation.
Holy glaze, let's relax. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, I try to tell y'all, Wuwa's animation looks better than the Cyberpunk Edge Runners anime itself.
So it was, from my perspective, it was on the creative level.
Yeah.
It was a very good fit.
Yeah.
And I think
appropriate glaze, man. Appropriate glaze.
the quality of your animation and the style of your animation is something first that we really like. And the second thing is I think it really fits the style of Cyberpunk Edge Runners.
Hey man, I feel validated for the glaze I did prior to my banner video. I was trying to tell people, I'm like, bro, this looks insane. Like, it is worthy of the glaze. That's why people were saying it was the best Woo-Wah live stream of all time too, because they did right by the collab. They not only made the collab look exceptional in quality, but they also, it was a good transfer over in terms of like representation of what Cyberpunk is, which is not easy to do. It's not easy to do. I imagine they took like, I imagine there's a lot of the style of Cyberpunk Edge Runners that probably had to be done from scratch inside of Woo-Wah's world. It wasn't just a straight up like, you know, just put this inside of the game. There probably were a lot of complications.
So we thought that, as Milena said, the stories are super important for us, but also we want to do things that fit our IP. And I think that was it. Like, what was the things that you picked from Cyberpunk Edge Runners? Because there's a lot of things in Cyberpunk Edge Runners, but why did you decide to pick this?
There's a lot of cussing.
This boss, this location, this point of from narrative, like this scene. How did you choose that?
Well, there's only one choice when it comes to the boss, right? There's one guy when it comes to the boss. It's Adam Smash. There's not much to think about, bro. It's just Adam Smasher, bro. shit.
首先团队和我呢，无疑肯定是非常希望。
We sincerely hope to bring the iconic characters of Cyberpunk Edge Runners into WoW.
出现在明朝中，比如大家耳熟能详
These
的
include
Lucy
well-known
Rebecca
fan
亚当重
favorites,
锤
Lucy, Rebecca,
让
and
玩
Adam
家可以
Smasher.
在这次联动中
Our goal
感
is for
受
players
到
to
动漫中的
relive
一些画
from the
面。
anime throughout
其
the
实是我
collab.
们内部都非
We also
常
have a legendary
喜欢
background
且
music
希望
track,
加入到游戏
and
中
we
的那
wanted to
首
include
神曲
that
那种 BGM。联动中的
from the
时候
earliest
其实我们
planning
就
stages.
提出了
We
一
pushed
定
to
要
make this track
联
part of
动
the
上这首神
collaboration
曲，把它加入到游戏
and the
中。
game itself. Hey, hold on now. That's interesting. So, I mean, this is just me assuming. When you say you pushed for it, that means were they getting a little bit of pushback in terms of them not wanting their track in the game? They really like WoW really had to get, go out of their way to get it. Because if so, that's freaking cool, man. That song is really important, I would say, to like capturing the whole entire vibe of Cyberpunk Edge Runners. The licensing is expensive. Yeah, no, right. But they WoW still was like, no, we gotta have the song. We gotta have the song. That's respect. That's Edge Runners lore. Yeah, it's like that song just applies so much more emphasis on the collaboration. Just hearing it, bro, just immediately like, oh shit.
我们还在，就是那时候在讨论的时候，就想象一个画面，就是希望我们可以在
During the previous
前
stream,
瞻宣布这次联动的时候
announcing the collaboration, the reveal would play alongside that background music, which would be amazing. We brought that scene to life. We're deeply grateful for CDPR support, which made it possible for us to turn this vision into reality.
We are happy too.
Of course.
Bro, you see this. Don't get me wrong, I'm loving this dev talk, but it is giving off a bit of that like professionalism where it's a little controlled. I would love to hear a bit more about like the struggles of getting the song, which they wouldn't talk about. Obviously, they wouldn't talk about that, but I would have liked to have hear like, yeah, the corporate talk. I'm detecting it. I'm detecting a bit of that corporate talk, the script talk, and I want to give a quick little a little break here. I want the banter, guys. I really do. I'm pretty sure this interview is going to go fantastic, but I'd like to share an experience. When I went to China last year for Ethereum Restart, I got to see the insider information of these kind of interviews because I did one. They made me do one, and it blew my mind because of just how much they can hide with editing, just how much more controlled it is than you realize. They already know the question. Well, I'm not saying these guys, but you already know the questions ahead of time. They already have these things that they're going to say, and then they want you to say things back, or they're going to ask you a question. And then before you know it, like, it's just a lot more controlled. It's not really like a fucking shoot from the hip conversation. It's more of a linear pathing as the shit goes on. Now, I'm not sure if this is entirely that, but I am detecting it just a little bit. I love the raw talks where you just see them all sit down and there's the only editing you see is just showing different faces as they talk, because that lets you know that whatever's flying out of their mouths is coming straight from the hip, bro. So it's a bit more authenticity, It is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is. I'm sure they still got some pretty good insight coming in from this. They're dropping the corporal talk, but we can just see how happy and excited Solon is. Yeah, see, in Darker Sign, that's a prime example of there's no faking that. There's no faking that. Bro he's just geeking out. And that's authentic. You can't fake the smile. Yeah, you become control without you realize it when you have language barrier. And you know what? That might be why they did it. Sorry for the long tangent, but Solon has to first be conveyed what they're saying, and then he has to do it as well. And they have to explain. They have to hear what he's saying. So I think there's almost like it's impossible.
So how about difficulties? Because there had to be challenges, right? We have anime and heavy combat games.
Yeah, I want to hear about that.
So what was the most difficult for you?
I want to hear about that.
我觉得最大的难点其实还是高光的提炼和还原。
Distilling and faithfully recreating the highlighting moments. Characters like Lucy and Rebecca already have strong, well-defined identities among players. Bro, I bet my bottom dollar, Rebecca was infinitely more hard to put into WoW than Lucy. Because of her personality and the way she is. So delivering an authentic portrayal is our top priority. On the in-game assets, we conducted extensive research and even pursued several technical upgrades to restore Lucy's facial expressions. We made dozens of bespoke adjustments. She may be the character with the most newly customized facial work. Wait, Lucy is? Not Rebecca? Hold on. Technical upgrades to restore Lucy's Oh, damn, that's interesting. I thought it would have been Rebecca.
的表情，我们就做了多
We
达
made dozens of
几十种
bespoke
的定制
adjustments.
它可能是目
She
前
may be the
为止
character
新增
with the
定制
most
表
newly customized facial work we've done to date. Lucy, not Rebecca.
表情
Interesting.
最多的角色之一了。Rebecca 这里我
So wait, so what they're saying is Lucy power crept who, chat? Who's the character that had the most facial expressions in all of Wuwa? Y'all better know this answer, bro. There's one character that like stands out. There you go, Saikano. This is one character. Lupa fucking power crept everyone with her facial expressions, bro. She brought in the new smirks, the smile, like, oh, bro, she had so much personality on her face. Hiyuki, little bro, what are you smoking? Hiyuki doesn't make any facial expressions. What the fuck? It said Hiyuki. Brother, Hiyuki is literally the stone face emoji, bro. Bro said
我
Hiyuki.
们其实也通过了微
We implemented fine-tuned expression controllers and skeletal rigs
很多微表情
to enable a wide range of subtle and exaggerated facial performances, perfectly capturing her original charm. We've also benefited a lot from the process.
而场景上
Scenes
因为
presented,
赛博朋克
the
2077
assets in
的资产
Cyberpunk
其实都是
2077 are highly
精度
detailed
很
and
复杂的
complex,
甚至单个
and
建筑
individual
资产都能有
architectural model
80万面这么
can
多
contain up to... Brother, what did he just say?
度很复杂的，甚至
An individual architectural
单
model
个建筑资产都能有
can contain up to 800,000 polygons. That's a lot of polygons, brother. All right. I wonder how many polygons is in Lupa's cheeks.
80万面这么多。如果直接放进明朝，
Importing
可
them
能会产生
directly would have
很多
caused
性能问题
significant
和
performance and compatibility issues.
适配问题，所以我们
So
决
we
定
rebuilt and
对产品
optimized
资产也要进行
the scene assets from the ground up. That makes a lot more sense, honestly. And the reason it does is because Lucy and Rebecca, the entirety of them literally have the woo-wah aesthetic. They don't have the cyberpunk aesthetic, which I guess would be an import if they did it that way. They really, I mean, you can see it. You can definitely see it. The quality of Lucy and Rebecca is nothing short of
新的
exceptional.
制作，去平衡性
To strike the
适
right
配性的
balance.
要求。那段时间
During that
团队
period, the team fully
对
delved into
机器里面
Cyberpunk
去提取原
2077
作
to
中
extract
各种细节
detailed
参数
parameters from the
保
source
证
material
新
and
做的
preserve
资
the
产
visual
还原度
fidelity
最
of
后
the
我
new
们还
assets
是
in the
成
end.
功落地出了一些
We
经典
successfully
产
realized
品的
classic
桥
scenes
段
and story
比如
segments,
高架
such
桥
as
对
the
话
elevated highway,
文化
car
广场
chase, the
月
cherry
球
blossom
这些
market, and even
希
the
望
moon.
大家
We hope
到时候
everyone
可以
enjoys the
喜欢
result,
也再次感
and we
谢
extend our
CDPR
sincere
在这个
thanks
环
to
节中对我们的
CDPR
建
for the
议和
suggestions and
支持
support. I'm highly confident that Kuro's gonna. I think everybody's gonna like the collab. You know, despite the banner complaints, I think when that shit drops, people are gonna play through that collab, and I think they're gonna love it.
Oh, stop it.
Yeah, the assets looks amazing. And you talked about face expressions, but how about movements? Because Wuthering Waves is so heavy in combat, so it's like very important experience to get to play with the protagonist. So how did you approach this?
Okay, boys. I just want to put it on 110. Yeah.
我觉得其实像
For Wuthering
明朝
Waves
的研究
collaborations,
相信大家
we know players care most about combat.
的内容嘛，就是对于这
For
两
these two
个人物
crossover
角色
characters,
对团
our
队
biggest
思路
shift in
上
design
最大的
philosophy
变
was
化还是要
moving
从一开始是
creating
创造
original
新的
resonators
的这种思路
from creating
变
original
还
resonators
原
to faithfully
经典角色
recreating
角色
iconic
所以我们
established
的核心
characters.
还是要
Our core
通过
focus
回
has
顾
been to
著
study
作
the source
去抓
material,
取最
capture its
能
most
发挥
memorable
最
moments,
经典的高光瞬间还原到我们
and
的战斗
translate
里
them
面
authentically into our combat system. Lucy's toolkit and her monowire offers rich room for creative adaptation, and we've explored multiple implementations. For Rebecca, we leaned hard into her weapon-driven, brutal and unrestrained fighting style to convey her signature. See, that's what I thought would be the most difficult part to translate into Wu-Wah, Rebecca's fighting style and her expressions and such. To convey her sig, mercenary ferocity, and raw chaotic energy.
Yeah, I
love the scene with Rebecca from the game.
She
suddenly takes this machine gun cannon.
Machine gun cannon and starts shooting.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
awesome.
At the end of the day, bro, the Poland people are just like us Americans, bro. They just want to see guns and violence.
And also Adam Smasher.
Adam Smasher.
Like,
He's very important in our game and anime.
In our
Holy caked up, bro.
game and anime, and How did you, like, what was the inspiration or ideas for bringing him into Wuthering Waves?
我觉得对于亚当的
For Adam Smasher, I think his appearance in the anime
出现和桥段其实还是非常
are unforgettable,
的，因为它的内容
defined by an overwhelming sense of oppression, which gives you an overwhelming, suffocating sense of being outmatched. It's a stark power gap. I love the way he worded that. That's what makes Adam Smasher so fucking cool. It's the Demon Slayer aspect, where you're up against a force that is infinitely better than you in almost every way. You know what I mean? It's like, holy brother. You know what I mean? It's a really cool thing, and it's also a terrifying thing. And so it puts the viewer on the edge of their seat whenever they even like detect them or see them. It's like, that is so important for me. That's what I was telling you guys, that I feel like Wuwa is missing. They need somebody like that, a villain like that in Wuwa, to where when they show up, you are stressed the fuck out. They are that chaotic and violent. It's like, oh my God. Like you have fear in your heart that Rover's cooked, everybody's cooked. There's no stopping this person, you know? And when that happens, you're like, oh my God. It does something to you. It just literally like, it puts you in an immersion that you cannot get away from. And that I would love to say it. But yeah, that is Adam Smasher.
跟亚当好像差距很大的这个感觉，我觉得其实是亚当的一个最重要的一
It's one of Adam Smasher's
个角色符号。
defining traits, just like what we mentioned earlier. The philosophy behind our character creation is very similar. Wow, those moves look really good. I like those impact frames.
玩家心中的那个亚当的感受，一定是我们做这个 case 我觉得最重要的要。
I think the most essential part we need to convey lies in the sense of oppression. We aim to emphasize his heavily cybernetically augmented body and diverse pushing combat methods. Burst, kicks, and close quarter bursts, like shoulder changes.
手臂
Hey, don't show too much. Don't show too much.
这种导弹，包括肩部
Shoulder mounted rocket launcher.
就是这种很多样的
I hope that fight is fucking insane. Like on the highest
攻
difficulty.
击形式，在它一阶段。当他进入二阶段之后呢，我们又
Phase
希望
2, we want
亚当
him
重锤可以去解锁一些
to
更
unlock
新
new
的技能
capabilities,
像那个
like
斯安
San
威斯
Devastan.
高速移动的那个模式
High speed
通过肉
movement,
眼无法
nearly
观察的
imperceptible to the
对玩
eye,
家进行
enabling
猛烈的
relentless, ferocious
攻击的
assaults
感
on the
受
player.
我们刚其实也说到
As we
边
just
形的里面
mentioned in
我们
Cyberpunk Edge
基于
Runners,
边缘形的
is it
基于
self-adapted from
赛博
Cyberpunk
朋克的
2077?
一个动画，大家其实也都知
So,
道，所以我特别
we also like to take this
想这个机会
opportunity
也想问一下，
to
就是
ask
当时
during the
在
early
创
development
作
of
之
Edge
时
Runners,
是否有哪
which
些
elements and
赛博
content from
朋克
Cyberpunk
2077
2077
或者元素让你们有
most inspired your creative direction and ultimately shaped the story of the anime. Bro, Solon is running, he's doing 5D chess. Solon doesn't, he's not worried about the Wuwa Cyberpunk clap. He's asking the right questions. Bro is trying to get them to talk about season 2. Solon's like, look, man, enough about this Wuwa shit. You know, what's going on over there, you know, behind the scenes with Cyberpunk Edge Runner season 2? Bro's asking the right questions. Holy Solon W, bro. Bro is locked.
When
Look at these things. They're like, ah, shit, what can we say and what can we not say right here? Damn, bro. Bro wasn't supposed to add. Did he just go off the script? Hey, did y'all just make this motherfucker go off the script? This ain't my interview, it's your interview. W Solon, boys.
we
All
were
right,
writing Edge Runners, Cyberpunk was still not released, so it was a bit difficult because game developers, they were working on the game, but they still didn't know exactly what the game is about.
look at that smile, man. Bro is happy. I'd be happy too I'm not the biggest Cyberpunk Edge Runners fan, but I'm a fan. I am a fan. I love the show. I did. But bro has a smile of a Giga fan.
But we all knew that it should be done. Know exactly what
Look at this happy. Look at this. Look, bro's like a little
the
kid, man.
game
Look.
is about, but we all
Oh, I love it, dog. I love it, man. Hey, bro, have your fun, my guy.
knew that it should be dark, it should be sad, it should be tragic.
Should be tragic. Yes, say that shit one more time, bro. Tell him one more time, bro.
That it should be dark, it should be sad, it should be tragic.
Yeah.
It should be about a person
Versus
the
the city. Yeah.
So it should be a personal story. It should be a noir story because we should remember that Cyberpunk it came from noir, from the 30s. So it's always dark stories about one person versus the society.
Oh, I like this part of the interview. Bro's explaining the concepts to making Cyberpunk Edgerunners. I really like this. And I didn't know Cyberpunk came from the 30s era. It's funny because I'm watching Spider Noir, where people are walking around with top hats and suits and trench coats and they're driving the old school vehicles. So like him explaining this is really cool. Damn, that's fucking awesome. I'm really enjoying this part.
The system versus the city. So I think these were the main points for us to do the story, and also Edgerunners itself. Edgerunners is a very interesting concept because it's like knights in medieval times or like cowboys in the westerns, like really special people that do crazy stuff.
I can see the cowboy in the Western translation. I can't see the knights in medieval times one though. That one, I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing that overlap. I'm seeing the cowboy one for sure. It's also, for me, kind of reminds me of also like Cloud and Barrett from Final Fantasy VII and their whole like crew, mercenaries and such. And that is more of a parallel to Cyberpunk Edgerunners than knights from medieval times. I'm not picking up that one. Maybe more like mercenaries, kind of like Berserk. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. See, that makes much more sense to me in terms of if you know Cyberpunk than knights from medieval times. I don't see that one. That one's a bit of a over my head. Upholding their beliefs, basically. Oh, okay, sure. And then he said a person versus the society. I do see that. A person versus the society. Yeah, that's pretty much the core theme of Cyberpunk Edgerunners. A person going up against a corrupt system in a cowboy western environment.
So we thought, okay, let's tell a story about a guy who becomes an Edgerunner.
Yeah.
Because it will show first the world, then it will somehow present the game in the best way. And that's how David Martinez was born.
其实你刚刚也有讲到，就是一个有
He's a small-time figure with a Western cowboy-like vibe.
一个小人物角色，其实在
Within this city.
这个城市当中，他如何
He struggled through hardship.
克服困难。
Hold on, I like this part because this is authentic, chat. So see, this is not scripted. You can tell. Look. You can tell Solon got straight to cooking. Bro didn't need the script or anything right here. He's just cooking right here. Small-time figure with a Western cowboy-like vibe. They're talking now. They had to get a little warmed up, bro. They had to get a little warmed up within this city. His struggle through hardship and his inevitable drift toward a tragic end. Was that trajectory planned from the outset, or did you set out to write a tragedy from the beginning and shape the story around? Okay, you see, now they having a talk. See, because bro is trying to learn from a development standpoint the thought process behind bringing a cinema story to the film, like Cyberpunk Edgerunners. He's right now, bro he's a student right now. He's absorbing what they're doing. It's out right now. I don't even think he's a fan. Right now, he's a student. And I think that's great.
It's the easiest answer is that I'm a person waiting for a tragic end to happen. So,
hey, dog. I mean, of course, right? If you watch Cyberpunk, you know that. But that's me. That's literally me, bro. Speaking to my soul. I'm like waiting on it, bro. Straight up cooking for his own story ideas down in future patches. Yeah. Bro's a sadist. It's not a matter of sadist. It's kind of just, it's what happens, bro. It's the nature, man. It's kind of just what happens, chat.
It's just like always dark things in my mind.
Now, there's not always dark things in my mind. I'm not gonna lie.
But the real answer is that I think not only for me, but for the whole CD Projekt Red, the very important thing is stories that resonate with people. They are not some weird ideas about alien invasion on Earth or big robots invading some countries. It is about
why bro throwing shots?
Invasion on Earth or big robots invading some countries. It is about it always needs to be a human story. Originate from our own experiences.
No, I get what he's saying. He's actually not throwing shots. He's basically saying that might be what people see on the surface level, but below the surface level, the core concept is about human experiences.
So all the stories are always start with who the writer is, who like what our fears us, what our
You're trying to find translatability in the hearts of the consumers. It makes sense. I actually think Solon would understand him on this. I think that's what Solon was trying to achieve with 2.5, with I think 2.5, 3.1, and 3.3 are, and correct me if I'm wrong, chat, those are the three main patches where Wuthering Waves was trying to achieve that. 3.1, 2.5, 3.3. I don't think there was another patch where they nailed it as good. That's not me saying that 2.2 wasn't a banger, but 2.2 wasn't trying to nail those relatabilities as much as, 2.5, 3.1, and 3.3 did. 2.7, now 2.7, Chion, was just cinema. You know what I mean? 2.7 was more just about like that freaking cinematic, intense, like hype moment, like adrenaline. But I would say the ones I listed are, yeah.
Our dreams us. We are always inspired by real life, and I think we always want to create stories that are somehow impactful. So I think that's why it was like that.
Yeah, for us, impactful doesn't necessarily mean you have to have big stakes, because stakes can be personal and important for the protagonist. This is also what we did.
I mean, hear it again?
You have to have
Like that.
Yeah, for us, impactful doesn't necessarily mean you have to have big stakes, because stakes can be personal and important for the protagonist. This is also what we did in Wuthering Waves, right?
I would agree. She said, yes, stakes is important. Well, she's actually saying you don't necessarily have to have big stakes. I do find that to be hilarious coming from a Cyberpunk Edgerunners writer, because all they got is stakes in that damn anime. Some would argue they might have too many stakes in that damn anime, right? But that said, I would agree with her. It just depends on the dynamic and the scaling of the story as it goes by. I'll give you an example. An anime that's 10 to 12 episodes doesn't really necessarily have to have big stakes, right? An anime that's 2,000 episodes long, like One Piece, probably needs to have some big stakes. The longer it goes on, the more the consumer is starting to expect a certain level of stakes, sacrifice, and intensities. Otherwise, it kind of just comes off as like, okay, so we just keep doing it, right? So what I'm trying to say is, I think in gacha games, I would disagree. I think stakes in gacha games matter because there's everlasting stories. They never end, right? And so the longer they go on, the more you start to wonder if there's big stakes. That's my perspective on that.
This is a character.
A comic guy kill stakes are wild. Yeah, exactly. All you got to do is reference Game of Thrones, right? They're all Game of Thrones-like type of stories where stakes might be a bit overbearing, might be a bit too much for some people,
Driven story for Lucy.
Okay, hold on. So she's tying this into Wuthering Waves.
For the protagonist. This is also what we did in Wuthering Waves, right? This is a character-driven story for Lucy. So this is our approach. So we noticed people are
Solon's facial expressions are killing me.
discussing version 3.1 of Wuthering Waves, which is also about
Gacha stories get stale once you realize there are no stakes because they drag on so long. That's kind of my point. That's what I was trying to say. Gachas have a weakness of not having stakes because of how long they drag the stories on and so forth.
sacrifice and salvation.
That's my point of view.
So we see a connection to our approach to telling stories. Could you share more about your inspirations for this?
Oh, that's so sweet. And that's such high praise. Jay, y'all have no idea. That's such high praise to Solon. Just the thought that a Cyberpunk Edgerunners writer is that's a compliment. Is paying him a huge praise by saying they see a connection. That's cool.
其实刚刚那个也有聊到说
It's a subtle high praise. I don't know if it's scripted or authentic. I like to think it's authentic.
咱们在创作那个边缘性的 的时候，其实要写的这个悲剧，
Tragic.
核心也是
Okay.
因为
Shit. Bro started yapping away. My bad. Hold up.
其实刚
As
刚
we
那个
discussed earlier,
也有聊到说，咱们在
the
做
core
这
of
个
edge
编辑
runners.
的时候，其实要写的这个悲
Tragic
剧
power
核心也
comes
是因为我
from
们自己
intimate
日
moments,
常
everyday
其实
details,
可能生活当中
and
会想到
relatable
的一些画面
experiences
或者会共鸣的一些事
that
情
resonate in
所以
real
我们把
life.
它写出来了。
You
我
wove
和我
those
的团队
into,
应该也会
and my
对
team
这样的
deeply
一个
connects
答
with
案
that
非常
approach.
的有共鸣。
I think he
所
said
以
he
我们
wove
在
those
写
into the story. While working on
3.1
version
的时候写这
3.1,
个
our
文案的
writers
时候，
and
其实我认为
copywriters
是这种
share
感
this
觉，就是
exact same
其实
sentiment.
大家都在做
We're
的一
all
个类似于
exploring a
像
similar
做这个
theme
世
that
界
even
无
if the
法改
world
变
is
这个世界
unchanging,
很残
harsh
酷
and
很难改变，
unyielding,
但我们其实
every
做的
choice
每一
we
件
make
事情还是依然
leaves a
会对我
mark
们身边的每一个人
on the
和事
people and things
产生
around
的一
us.
些影响，不管是积极的影响
Be it
还是
good
消
or
极的
bad.
影响。虽然有时候我们会希
We
望它
always
更多
hope
是积极的影
those
响。那
impacts
3.1
skew.
其实也是一个类
I
似
think
这样
version
的
3.1 delivers the
留学
same kind of
有
raw,
有
heartfelt story.
它是一个
This character is raised by a savior figure. Our protagonist, Rover, is essentially a savior, and she grew up under that influence naturally. It shaped her, compelling her to act on what she believes is right, her choices. However, might diverge from Rover's. While the savior seeks to rescue the entire world, this girl, within all the chaos, only wants to protect her family. She has no desire to shoulder a grand world-saving mission. Stories like this, I believe, will resonate with many players. I think I don't think that was entirely the purpose of 3.1 either, though. I think the other thing that made it captivating the players is that Rover didn't realize he turned her into a world savior too. Her intent might have been to save Rover, but she also, in her own way, was trying to save Lahai Roy by herself, just like Rover did. It's like his ability to try and do it all by himself rubbed off on her. And so I think it was a bit of both. It was a bit of, I don't care about this world saving shit. I only want to save Rover. But then she ended up trying to be a world savior just like Rover. You know what I mean? So it's funny. It's not just, would y'all say I'm crazy on that one, chat? I wouldn't say it's just I only want to save Rover. I feel she also became Rover in her own fucking way, trying to save everybody. Self-fulfilling prophecy? Yeah, it's a bit of both. I believe will resonate with many players. Yeah. He unintentionally imprinted himself onto her. That's what I'm saying. It's like a bit of both. And then 3.3 was the character development arc. 3.3 was the character development arc for sure. On the broader theme of Cyberpunk, I have a few more questions to discuss with both of you. To this day, with the rapid advances, many Cyberpunk concepts first proposed in the 20th century have already become reality. They are no longer pure science fiction. In your view, how will the genre evolve from here? Compared with its portrayals in the 20th and early 21st centuries, what shifts and changes do you say? Damn, bro, he is asking some good ass questions. Like good dev questions. I wouldn't even know how to answer that if I was them. Like that's just some shit you got to know because that's your job to know. Now, I agree, but in the same sense, you wanted to ease the burden on Rover so they wouldn't have to sacrifice too much. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. She was 100% influenced by Rover, plus Rover kind of raised her too, which adds on to her idolization of him and her. The themes of the Savior was spread through Hiyuki, Ameth, and Rover. Yeah. I loved Hiyuki's theme, bro. I really did. Solon just wants spoilers at this point. Yeah.
Cyberpunk is not entirely futuristic. It's retrofuturistic, which means it's...
Oh, wait, she teaching me something. I thought that shit was entirely futuristic. She teaching me something now. I guess that makes sense, though. Yeah.
Like drawing inspiration from the technology in the 80s, or even more how people imagined future before. So the technology in Cyberpunk developed in a different way than it developed in reality.
Yeah, that's so fucking true. Man, I'm nerding out over here. I'm having a fun time with them exploring the ideology behind these themes. I didn't realize that until she just explained it, but she's right. If you take how people envisioned the future in the 80s, not now, right? Or like in the 2000s, 2010s, but in the 80s. Yeah, Cyberpunk Edge Runners kind of fits that core theme. That's crazy.
For example, we have heavily advanced AI or holograms in Cyberpunk, but the tech is more clunky and gritty, military even.
And everybody's just coked out. Fucking wild, honestly. Except it's not coke, it's tech.
It's not really the same as we are heading in reality. So I think the evolution of this genre will also stay to the retro and develop in a different way.
它是有自己独特的标
Has its
签
own unique
那么
identity.
其实，在撰写
So when it
剧本
comes to
的时
script
候
writing,
动画作业和游戏作业
creating
应该有
stories for
很多
animation
不
must
同
have
的
many
地方
obvious differences.
Besides the
story of Cyberpunk Edgerun is closely connected to the original Cyberpunk 2077 game. I'm quite curious and would like to know in what way your team handled the script creation. Did it require a lot of cross-party communication and coordination?
I will be honest, it was super hard. It was super hard from the beginning because there were 3 teams, you can say, because there was a team that was writing Cyberpunk Edgerunners. There was a game development team that was developing the game, and of course Studio Trigger, game developers. And one important thing, while I was working with other people on Cyberpunk Edgerunners, game was not released yet. It was still in the making. And what's funny is that when I was asking game developers, okay, so what can I get from you? Like some information about the plot, the characters. They sometimes couldn't give me an answer because they were still developing it, changing some things, adjusting things. So there were a few really important things that were changing along the way. And then on the other side, there's Studio Trigger, anime studio, and writing anime scripts is super different than writing European animation or even live action.
Oh yeah, for sure. You're basically taking Western culture and clashing it against Eastern culture at that point, right?
Movies, and also the cultural differences. So the process was, I was writing storyline and then script in version number 1, then sending to Trigger, and then we were talking. We were talking for days, for weeks, sometimes even for months.
Damn. See, I would say we were talking is putting it nicely. They were definitely debating, even probably sometimes arguing, because they would send over a westernized script over to Japanese people, and the Japanese people would be like, fuck are they cooking over here? You know what I mean? I can see that being a back and forth. And it's like, I guess over time, you got to kind of like figure each other out, you know?
And it was, sometimes it was talking about the themes, about the big things, like what this story is about, what this...
I'm just thinking about that process. That sounds hilarious, bro. And it sounds like a lot of like friction inherently.
Characters should do. But sometimes we were spending hours to talk about one little scene or even one little dialogue because we understood things differently. One line was for Studio Trigger, something else than for me. Instead of, I would say that it was not the process of writing, it was a process of knowing each other better, that we were, I was learning people in Studio Trigger, who they are, how they think, and they were learning us.
Like chat. Imagine the Paulin people sending a script over to the Japanese, and the script is Rebecca's script, and she's just spamming the F-bomb 17 times in a row. And they're reading that, and they're just like, what are these Westerners doing over there, bro? That sounds hilarious, doesn't it? There's so much profanity in freaking Cyberpunk, dog. So it's just like, I can't imagine that. What are they cooking over here, bro? What the hell is this? Guys, this is not even writing. Studio Trigger wanted the lolly. Bro, I'm dying, bro. Oh shit. That's so funny, like listening to this, bro.
After, I don't know, several months, even a year, we were closer with each other. We
motherfuckers just dying and cursing this shit. Japan's like, bro, what are y'all doing? Yeah.
could understand each other better, and we also knew what kind of story we want to tell. And I think that was basically the process. So
yeah,
constant discussions.
Japan does love the unhinged characters. No, so Grace, I agree. Japan does love unhinged characters, but there's a way about how Japan is communicating, right? It's literally like language, cultural differences. Right, they're just a bit different with how they go about dialogue and communication than something like Cyberpunk Edgerunners and how they're communicating. So I can find it being hilarious. But you're right. There are definitely Japanese characters where they're spamming the damn F-bomb too.
Sending ideas for a script, sending ideas for a storyline, then getting back some notes. And it was like everyday work.
Yeah, Yujo's right.
A lot of writing.
Castlevania.
Knowing each other. So really, really hard work, but very fruitful. As I said, it was hard for us working on the scripts, and for you, is it hard as well? Is it difficult? Are there a lot of departments, or is it a different process?
是的，是的。其实你刚刚也有讲到，就是说
As you noted, the process was extremely demanding, countless rounds of communication to truly understand one another. From the outset, we faced cultural differences, cognitive gaps, and different aesthetic standards until over time we became in genuine alignment. I completely agree. Our teams operate the same way. For us, script writing is never just words on a page. It relies on close collaboration across performance level design, combat design, and many other disciplines. To convey the script's core ideas, only then can we deliver a great player experience. Therefore, to do this work well, creators must commit. You know what, man? It's interesting, like hearing Solon say that too, because that's probably, it might even be reasons of why like Westerners such as myself may complain about certain dialogue lines and such. It's because China's not only writing for the Chinese culture and the Eastern culture, they then have to go over to the Western like teams and go, okay, now we want to deliver these lines to where a Westerner can understand it. And so maybe some of these lines get lost in the communication process, but they're trying as hard as they can to deliver those lines to where a Westerner can relate to it as much as an Easterner is going to relate to it, if that makes sense. Because some lines, some ways of saying things are not a one-to-one to what Easterners are communicating. It's like literally impossible. It's just quite literally just a difference in language barriers. Yeah, that's why good localization is so important. I agree. I actually never even thought about that until he just explained it just now. Makes sense. Continuous dialogue and mutual understanding. We iterate on every detail and refine them to perfection until the whole team reaches consensus. Another thing, I'm sorry, chat, for yapping, but another thing too about Easterners is they love poetry. And so, and a lot in China in particular, they like to explain things with particular poetry lines and such. And that poetry could mean so much, but you can't really communicate it in a Western way. You know what I'm saying? And so that's another thing that can get lost in the sauce too.
We'll
meet a high quality bar. Ultimately supports that goal to help every team member work in a positive communicative environment where trust grows and colleagues back one another. When everyone brings dedication and we look back at the result, the outcome tends to be stronger. Yeah, it makes sense. English is going to be completely different, but with the current direction Wuwa's going, it's very good English dialogue right now. Yeah, I would agree. I think Wuwa does it the best in the entire space, honestly, as well as VA's direction and such. I often look at subs in different anime and I'm like, that's not what they say. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Ryuku tells that to me when he watches anime because he speaks fluent Japanese. I fully affirm everything you shared. Our team follows the same principle. Communicate consistently, uphold mutual trust, and strive for professionalism to excel in our respective roles.
So that's
another connection
between Cyberpunk and runners and Wuthering Waves.
In my view, compelling stories and great content, because they are made by people, ultimately depend on collaboration, trust, communication, and a shared creative vision. On that note, Edge Runners has an official sequel in the works. Well, when was the decision made to develop a second season? This nigga Solon, bro. Bro is locked in, bro. He trying to get all the information out. What sparked that choice? And could you share with our audience? Yeah, share as much as you want to share. What kind of story this new chapter aims to tell?
So even before the release of Edge Runners 1, I knew there should be more. I just knew that Night City needs more stories about people with tragic endings.
Bro is all in on the tragedy, dog.
So I won't stop with
more pain
with just Edge Runners. As for season 2, what I can say, I would love to tell you everything. So maybe later we're gonna talk about it, but now I need to be careful.
Oh, don't shut him down, bro. So Solon is getting the info off stream, bro. Bro is getting off screen. Bro, Solon's getting off screened in the best way possible. Fuck me.
Definitely, we already said that we are releasing Edgerunners 2. It will be again with Studio Trigger, so that is awesome, but it will change a bit because first season was made by the veterans of Studio Trigger, and now it will be fresh blood. So
fresh blood's not always a bad thing too, because fresh blood has they have the perspective and freshness, the ability to innovate and take like chances on things. That's the good thing about fresh blood. Like new talent is like they're down to do some pathing, if that makes sense.
New director, new character designer, a lot of
the passion is fresh. There you go, Matthew. I was trying to find the appropriate words to convey what I was talking about. It's the passion. Their passion's fresh and hungry, ambitious.
That are hungry.
A lot of new people are hungry. See, they have different visions. See,
this vision is
awesome.
It's awesome. The story will be more violent. If you cry,
sometimes it's a bad thing though. Sometimes that young blood be trying to do too much. See, that's the downside. Sometimes the young blood be doing too much. Like, hey, bro, we don't need all that. Y'all niggas doing too much.
During Edgerunners 1, then you will cry more for sure.
What
more
did you just
violent. Say? If you cried during Edgerunners 1, then you will cry more for sure. So you need to.
Shit, chat.
To buy a pack of tissues. But definitely,
that's how they won. That's how they won Anime of the Year, bro.
More realistic, more blood.
Bro just literally said it's gonna be more darkness, dog. Oh my god, bro just straight up said, "Yeah, bro, we bring back more darkness, brother. All right, get ready for it. Buckle in, Bucko. Season 2 is gonna be just as bad, if not worse, than season 1. Damn, that's crazy." Also, boys, if you're liking the stream, don't forget. I mean, if you're enjoying the stream, don't forget to like and subscribe, man. Let's continue.
So, honestly, be prepared.
OK， 可以让我们和所有的观众们一起期待。对，那长线运营
Running an IP for the long term is never an easy task. The second season of Cyberpunk Edgerunners will undoubtedly bring fresh new vitality to the IP in Cyberpunk 2077. Just as you said, there will be more surprises besides that. Could you talk about other Edgerunners or future plans related to Cyberpunk 2077? Oh, nice.
We really try to build a very interesting IP, very interesting universe, I would even say.
Bro said, let there be no light.
Except the game, anime, we also have board games, comic books, manga. We have a lot of stuff, narrative stuff, because we are like telling stories, and we also like to build connections between those. So, for example, if you know Edgerunners, there is a comic book with one of the characters from Edgerunners. If you know one comic book, then in another comic book, the same character is a background character. So we like to tell those small stories that become this bigger world. We're working on Edgerunners 2.
Oh, I love what he said right there. See, and that's kind of like we can watch the Resonator showcase after this. I'm okay with that. We can do that. That's kind of what I feel Wuwa has been trying to get better at. Telling smaller stories within the main story to build more of a sense of an entire cast versus just the immediate cast that's attached to Rover. I think they've gotten a little bit better with it, but they could still do a lot better.
But also Milena here is working out.
I don't know. Then again, Gacha just kind of gets in the way with that, with its patch updates and trying to sell characters. It's kind of like just like a double-edged, not double-edged sword. It's a contradictory to that style of storytelling.
A lot on our amazing Cyberpunk comic books, so she can tell you more.
As Stuart said, we want everyone to feel that all of our stories are part of one universe. They might have met each other, they might have heard about each other, and everything happens in Night City. For the Edgerunners, we actually are writing a prequel, which is Edgerunners Madness. This is a story, a comic book story about Rebecca and her brother Pilar before becoming Edgerunners. So,
oh, look at that. Spin-off with Rebecca and her brother.
So Edgerunner fans would love it. And yeah, we are going for more.
我听完会觉得，就是两个团队的感觉很像，就是大。
Yeah, just so y'all know, I'll mention that one more time. They're doing a comic book about Rebecca and her brother before they became an Edgerunner.
大家其实都是在想通过讲好每一个小故事，然后最后构筑成一个很好的
Gradually build up an incredible grand narrative in the end.
So how you are maintaining your IP and doing this? Like you also have some ideas how to keep Wuthering Waves alive for 100 years?
Bro, that's I mean, the funny thing is, man, what I will say about when these gacha games blow up like Genshin Impact as well as Wuthering Waves, they do want them to last as long as humanly possible, because that's the gift that keeps on giving. That's the golden goose that's making them so much money, right? And so what I've learned from Hoyoverse, and I think what Kuro Games is learning from Hoyoverse, is you can quite literally expand that one title that everyone loves into many titles, and eventually into a whole goddamn like just company of multiple things that started all with that one IP that everyone fell in love with. It's insane, but it's the infinite content glitch. It's the infinite content glitch, and you keep selling the same characters over and over again, and these motherfuckers keep eating it. It's crazy how it works, bro.
自己的看法是，首先我觉得作为一个 IP， 它首先还是
I believe that it needs long-term planning.
就是去明确
We have to clarify what the IP will and can accomplish in the long run. We must stay connected with real life. It is our team's philosophy. And experience high-quality works. Through these great works and moments in daily life, every little moment we find things that resonate within us, then within our own creativity, we present them to players in the right way. Once we do all of this, we can eventually gain more positive feedback and recognition from players, or strike an emotional chord with them, build a healthy cycle. I believe this can build a healthy cycle. It's a knee slapper. I believe this can greatly sustain the vitality of the IP.
好，那非常感谢。
Boy, that has the most booty cheek transition right there, bro. Hell no. I believe this can greatly sustain the vitality of the IP.
好，那非常感谢。
Thank you so much
今天愿意
for having this in-depth conversation with us today.
那么以上
that concludes our special talk for today.
内容了。漂泊者们
Dear Rovers, we'll see you in version 3.4.
拜拜。
Bye bye. Peace. Bro, put up the peace sign. He's okay. Bro sounded like the one Japanese English line in the anime. Okay.
我们拍个合照。可以 ，OK。可以。
Oh, I love it, bro. I love it. What a W ending. That was great. That was great. I enjoyed it. It actually ended up being a lot more enjoyable than I anticipated, chat. I think I give that developer interview, honestly, man, I think it was a 9 out of 10. I think it was a 9. I loved it. I did. It got better on that second half. They like got warmed up and acclimated with one another. Yeah, that was good. All right, chat. Let's rewatch these showcases that you guys wanted me to see. We'll watch them real quick. Boom, bam, boom, bam, boom, bam, boom, bam, boom, boom, bam, boom, bam, boom, bam, boom, bam. Okay, the Rebecca one. It's only 1 minute long, and then we've got the Cyberpunk Edge Runners Lucy showcase too. Resonator Combat Showcase. Okay, yeah. Let's watch it. I'm not uploading this to the channel, chat. This will stay in the stream. All right. When I saw this, the first thing I thought was, wow, it's impressive that they how they nailed the gritty aesthetic of Cyberpunk Edge Runners. That's a hell of a fucking opener. I like that, bro.
Open wide. Get
I'm not gonna lie, bro. That her kit looks amazing. Like, it really deserves the glaze, bro. Jeez. Look at the, I mean, god damn, bro. She looks incredible, chat. Wow. I mean, damn it, Bobby, bro. They really cooked with that shit.
Come on! Eat less, loser! Say your goodbye!
I'm gonna be real. Her kit looks like an upgrade of Lucy's kit. I'll say it. I mean, not Lucy. I'm sorry, not Lucy. The other L character. Lene. Rebecca's kit looks better, like the upgrade of Lene's kit, not Lucy. Yeah, bro. Like they just said, let's just do better than Lene's kit. Yeah, the other L. Fucking unk. I'm such an unk. I think her kit just is better than Lene's kit. Call me crazy. I do. I think it's better in every way, actually, except the rollerblade skating and shit. Look at that freaking face, dude. It's so cool, man. Okay, let's go back and let's go to the Lucy trailer. Now, I actually I like glazed over this on Twitter, and that was about it. Hold on, boys. This is necessary for the plot, bro. Okay. Hold on, bro. It like evolved as I kept rewinding. How did it evolve? Look, it like evolved. That's actually not. Look, that was it. Then it was that. Then it was that. And then bam! It grew, bro. They put the edge and edge. That's the 800K polygons, by the way. Oh my god, dude. Once again, boys, we will be watching the Cyberpunk Edge Runners exclusively in my Discord this weekend, Saturday. I think we're gonna try and go for 4 episodes to 5 episodes on Saturday, and then another 4 to 5 on Sunday. Let me finish. Man, she is so goddamn gorgeous.
Contract.
I love her VA too, man.
Another contract.
Oh, I do still got 1.1 speed, huh? Son of a gunner, bro. Damn it, Bobby.
Cool it. Just getting started.
I love that hit. I love that little twirl around. Where have I seen that move before?
Just getting started.
Hold on. This move right here. I feel like I've seen that somewhere. I can't put my finger on it. Is it Chisa?
Optics override.
This is the coolest shit ever, bro. Oh, it's Brant. It's Brant. It's not Chisa. You're right. It's fucking Brant. That's who it is. Yeah, Brant has a similar move. That's true. Yeah, 100%. Haven't caught on yet. Dude, this move is so cool, bro.
Optics override. Haven't caught on yet.
Feeling glitchy?
Hold up, boys. It's necessary for the plot.
Feeling glitchy?
Necessary for the plot.
Back door's open!
Run.
Oh my god. Damn, how she take that jacket off like that, boy.
Run.
Holy, let me get one more here. Let me get one more. I ain't get a good look at that.
Run. Color race.
Damn it, Bobby.
Deleting your ass.
Wait, what did she just? Oh, I didn't know she said
Color
that.
race at the finish line. Deleting your ass.
Bro, I missed this entirely, bro. That's fucking hilarious. Deleting your ass.
Solid racing at the finish line. Deleting your ass.
Oh, that was good. That was good. I missed that entirely, bro. Okay. That made the trailer 18 times better. That made the trailer 18 times better, bro. All right, boys. All right. That was fun. That was fun stuff. There's your reaction. You got it. All right. Let's pull on MIFU and Arknights Endfield. Let's pull on MIFU. Hey, Kurobots, thank you for hanging out with me during this stream, you guys. We're going to do a couple of pulls on MIFU and her weapon now. And we need to plan a AKE stream where I get fucking my hand held on this next factory system, bro. Woo! Okay. And then, boys, we're going to do this, and then we're going to... we'll be back in an hour and a half for the Summer Games Fest. If you guys want to watch the Summer Games Fest with me, I always have a good time. A couple of, usually about 1,300 people or so show up and hang out with me during the game shows. We'll be back for the Games Fest. That'll be stream number 2. It's literally just like an hour and a half in between, okay? New factory system. There's like new ways to build. Every time, basically the way AKE does it is when there's new builds, you know how WoWa has you fucking grind for new sets? When you grind for new sets in AKE, you have to literally go and rebuild a factory. Okay. Go ahead. Arknight Endfield. Bam. I wonder if it's a new disky thing. Unk, you more excited for God of War Trilogy Remake or La Fey? Just saw the trailer. I'm excited for both, man. Legit. It's like it's the 2 cakes scenario, right? It's the 2 cakes scenario. What do you think about the God of War situation? In all honesty, I feel like both sides are just it's one of the scenarios where both sides are just talking past each other. I actually think there's merit in the people who are bitching so hard about La Fey, how she looks, and some of the cheesy modern dialogue. I think there's validity there. I think there's validity in some of those gripes. But the problem is, it's like people are always unwilling to acknowledge the positives and the negatives. It's like they only want to focus on just negatives. And whenever you get those type of strong biases, a productive discussion is never going to occur. That's pretty much what it is. Like, motherfuckers don't know how to have productive discussions, bro, at all. It's like, I'm only going to focus on the positive, and then the other sides, I'm only going to focus on the negative. It's like, oh, well, y'all aren't going to get anywhere with that, bro. But good luck with that one. Me personally, though, I'm excited. I'm excited for it. Big time. Okay, where the hell? Yeah, La Fey was very significant in the story. So, where is this shit at, man? Oh, you know what? I know where I can get it from. I was not surprised at all that they were eventually going to lock in on her. Okay, found it. Boom. Good beans. Hold on, chat. Sorry. Okay, I think that should be good. Oh, wait. Hold on now. Here we go. Let's do that. Perfect. Lore and story will always overcome any bullshit like this for me. Dude, I just feel like a God of War story has been such a banger, like for me, to the point where, like, you know, I'm chill on. And not only that, I thought it genuinely looked good, bro. Like, I don't know what else to tell you, bro. And you know me, Chad, I'm not no fucking DEI glazer. Like, you know, I'm not some activist. I liked what I saw. I do agree, though, that some of the modern dialogue was fucking pretty cheesy. Western video games writing has fallen off since 2016. Yeah. I mean, it's the industry has changed drastically, right? It starts with the infrastructure. The infrastructure and the industry has changed drastically. Are you still hyped for Ananta? No, I'm not. Taking way too fucking long. Don't get me wrong, though. I can rediscover that hype, right? That hype could come back. That hype could easily come back. But am I hyped for it? No, hell no. I can't. You can't keep a hype, you know, for that long. I hope they're cooking something. Here's what I will say about Ananta, chat. The longer they off-put the release, the closer they get to the GTA release. And the closer you get to the GTA release, I mean, you know, you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot there, bro. That's kind of the concern for me, you know. I just want to see how it feels to play the combat. Look, meh. The combat was okay. Yeah, it wasn't nothing too crazy. But to be fair, you know, GTA type of games aren't going to have insane combat. You know what I mean? Like GTA games, you're playing those for the story. You're playing those for the exploration experience, the co-op, the multiplayer, the PvP. Yeah, you're not really playing them for like insane combat. I think you're kind of gacha brain in that regard. You're not going to play them for that, you know? If they release an anti-anywhere within 2 months of GTA release, then they are cooked. Don't release during November is the current game that developers are doing. Right. Give me a quick second, boys. Let me do this real quick. Okay, I think we're good to go there. Boom, boom, boom. Don't need that open. I'll keep it open. Why not? Okay, now, Unc, don't forget to look at MIFU's right side. Oh, she got a little something going on. Got a little something. See, chat, this is what I'm going to need help with, man. I have the fucking, we're about to pull on MIFU here in a bit. I have the blueprint set up. F1. I beat the story. I got over to this place. I went and got a shared blueprint of, I think it was this, Zircon X HX Zyra or some shit. I think it was this. Yeah, I had shit set up, but then when I put it down, there were certain things that, like, little quirks that aren't entirely fixed. Like, you can't just slap this hoe down and then your shit starts working. Here we go. Yeah, so this shit is set up, but this is what I needed help with, right? And the piss water is like, the hell's that at? Here we go. This is the piss water over here. So I like need to get this maybe like over here or something. They've got like some new little quirks. They got some new little quirks, and I just literally just needed a little guidance with that. That way my shit's set up. Okay, but anyways, let's get into it. Where is?
The law watches over us.
Yeah, this is my go-to team. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. This is what I've been using. Here we go. Utilize the inlets and outlets. The acid needs pumps towards the pipes. Yeah, no, chat. Help me out after this. Right now, we're getting ready to pull. Help me out after this. We're gonna do our pulls. Yo, Unc, is infill worth getting back to? I dropped 1.1. I'm gonna give you an honest answer. You ready for this? God damn, hold on, bro. Was I talking that much? Okay, I honestly believe that if you aren't willing to main infield and you're playing other gacha games, it might not be worth it for you. Infield is unforgiving to tourist. Infield is, in my personal experience, it's not kind to tourists. Now, once you set up your factory system, you're good to go. You are. But the thing is, what I've come to learn about the progression of this game is every time a new update comes out, they add new little quirks to the factory system. And when they add these new little quirks to the factory system, you have to learn a bit more, which, don't get me wrong, if you're a factory guy, you're going to love that. You're going to love that. If you're not a factory guy, then you're going to have to wait on blueprints. But then the blueprints, you put them down and you're going to deal with what I'm dealing with right now, which is you still got to learn the little quirks of the new factory system because the build of the character is attached to that factory system. And they're going to be putting out new exclusive gear. You know, when new exclusive gear drops in like Wuhan stuff, you go and farm it in a domain. Well, in infill, you get through the story, you find the blueprint, and then you have to build it through their factory system. So the factory system is deeply ingrained in the progressive nature of the characters that you're going to be building. And you can't run their builds until you get the factory set up. You can't set up the factory until you learn the little quirks they add in. And so I think, till this day, I think Infield is a decent game. But it's going to be filtering out people who don't want to deal with that until they add blueprints that literally just set it up entirely for you. That's what I think. I think a lot of casuals might not find infield attractive. That's the best way. That's the most honest way I can shoot it straight. It's filtered into Taurus. Yeah, that's the best way I can shoot it to you. Wait, why did my mouse? Oh, did my fucking mouse just die? Son of a bitch. Okay. That said, I think Enfield's team building is actually one of the most funnest, one of the more fun aspects of this game. I think Enfield's nuance in playing, for example, MIFU's so fucking fun. She's only elevated the physical DPS teams and made them so much more fun to use. MIFU's not a ball hog like Fang Yi. So MIFU is not just doing damage. It's MIFU, it's Rossi, and it's Pog. Or it's MIFU, it's Rossi, and it's Li Fang. And so the whole team genuinely feels like they're contributing to that DPS factor, which is cool. It's kind of like, I would compare it to Lupa, Brant, Cheng Li. That's what I would compare it to. Okay, boys, I don't think we have any pity. Are you getting the weapon too? So you don't need the weapon on her. I'm getting it though because I love the aesthetic. I'm an aesthetic guy. I'm gonna be honest. You can get the battle pass weapon, or if you have exemplar, if you got an exemplar, you can use that too. Yeah, they're not that far off in performance. MIFU or Inman? MIFU all the way, bro. Okay, hold on. Chartered headhunting. Wait, it says I have 5. Oh yeah, that's right. I don't even have to look at that. It's right here. I completely forgot. This is Enfield. Yeah, pity doesn't carry over, bro. Hey man, I played too many Gacha games. I was like, wait, what am I doing? Yeah, so 120 attempts to guarantee. Here we go, 120. It says it right here. All right, let's get into it, bro. It's been too long, chat. Shit. Let's do it. What if I get on the first 10 again? Are y'all gonna be mad? Don't be mad, chat. All right, if I get on the first 10, don't be mad. All right. It's okay, bro. It happens to the best of us. Don't be mad. All right. Yeah. Bitch. Maybe we get a pump fake. Maybe we get a pump fake. All right, fuck y'all. First thing we got to do is we got to go get the appropriate little attachment for our weapon, though. All right, let's do it again. Hell no, I'd have been mad as fuck. What color is it gonna be? It turns red. It turns red. Yeah, see it right there. It turns gold. It turns red if you get lucky. All right, it can pump fake right here and turn red too. It didn't. Yeah, for those of you who don't know how the pump fakes work, that's how it works. All right, so we got 100 attempts to guarantee. Now we've got pretty much 10, 20, 30. A little over 30 pulls plus some leftovers. 10 headhunting, and then we get our free urgent recruitment attempt after this 10 pull. Okay, here we go. This is number 30, right? Fuck. All right, here we go, boys. Free 10 pull. Free 10 pull. First 10 pull, I got Fang Yi again. I grinded so hard to get her last patch. Now they're just giving her out for fun. See, that's that one cool thing about AKE. You could lose your 50. I've lost 2 50/50s to other limited characters. I got a dupe of Gilberta, and I got a dupe of the very first girl, the fire bitch, the Ragnarok bitch. I forgot her name already. So you can lose your dupes. I mean, your 50/50 to dupes. All right, here we go. Here's the free 10 pull that they give you. Damn it. Levitating. There you go. Yeah. All right. Okay. Now things are getting interesting. So we got 90 pulls to guarantee, and we've got what, 50 pulls till we get to the first pity? 50 pulls till we get to the first pity? Oh, I forgot about that. All right, here we go. This is 40. This is 40. You son of a. You know what's funny, chat? My favorite team in the game is the ice team and the physical team because I get to play with Pog. So like MIFU going on that freaking physical team is a W. Not only that, I ended up freaking really enjoying Rossi. And so now that MIFU and Rossi can be on the same team, and then Pog too, it's like MIFU, Rossi, and Pog all on the same team is like literally a W. And word through the grapevine is the fire dude, who I'm way more excited about, he fits in that team too. So if you're willing to spend the money, which is going to be a super fucking expensive team, you're going to have an insane physical team. It'll be MIFU. It's literally premium team. MIFU, Rossi, Camille, the fire dude, and Pog. Yeah, Ice and Physical are easily my favorite teams. Well, that red aura is exciting every time, chat. Every time. It's exciting when you see that shit, dog. All right, boys, here we go. First 50-50. Here's the downside of AKE. All right, so we're on 50. We're on the 50 pity, right? Hold on, chat. We got it early. We got it early. Hold up now. All right, let's see it. Bro, go down. What the I skipped on accident with right click.
Operator from Rhodes Island.
I skipped on accident with right click.
I'm a search and rescue expert.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
In low temperature operations. Get me on the team. Captain Akakuri of Operations.
Here goes, chat.
Reporting in. The
All or
operations
nothing.
Catcher.
Get out my face, bro. Hold. Hold. What if we lose the 50-50 to a dupe of Fang Yi?
Captain Akakuri of Operation Team Z7 reporting in. The operations dossier.
Enough talk. This time, I will clean up the mess for you. But I do things directly. If something breaks, Enfield foots the bills.
What can I say, boys? What can I say, man? You know, it's just that easy, dog. It should have been me. What can I say, y'all? Now we gotta get the weapon. Hey, fuck this guy. He never gets punished. I know. Kiana, I love you too. Love you too. You've been a long time supporter of the channel. All right, man. Look, we're gonna chill and we're gonna get that weapon next. Do you have all the limited characters released so far? Yeah, I do. To be fair, they've sponsored me for every single like character release. So that's why. If I wasn't sponsored, I would not own every single character. I can guarantee you that much. Okay. But if I wasn't sponsored, I still would have picked up MIFU and Camille. Both of them just they fit my kind of characters. I'll tell you, the characters I would have skipped if I wasn't sponsored. I would have skipped Gilberta, which we've learned that would have been a dumb skip. Gilberta's fucking insane, but I would have skipped her. I would have skipped her. I would have skipped Yvonne. I would have skipped the shit out of Yvonne because I play with Last Right. So Yvonne and Gilberta, I would have skipped. I would have skipped Rossi too. And once again, Rossi is an L because if I would have skipped, because this character goes hard as fuck. She's a sleeper. Even though she's a lolly, I'm not a fan of lollies. She slaps, bro. And so I would have skipped Rossi, Yvonne, and Gilberta. I would have skipped all three of them. Because I'm not a crazy spender in gacha games. I like to like be pretty controlled with who I choose and when I spend money and stuff. Yeah, so all three, Yvonne, Rossi, and Gilbert, I would have skipped all three of them. I would have definitely picked up Fang Yi, and I would have picked up both Camille and MIFU. That would have been my little pulling plan. I got Levitate in 110 pull. I didn't even plan to pick Levitate. I think I did. I got her like crazy early. Tong Tong? Fuck no. Tong Tong's my I was planning to pick up Tong Tong. Yeah, I love Tong Tong's gameplay. Yeah, I love Tong Tong. Okay, boys, now we get the weapon banner. First, I got a 10 pull to just throw away on the standard banner, so let's just throw this shit away. All right, cool. Now we get her weapon. All right, we go to Arsenal Exchange. Here we go. I one tap Tong Tong. I've been incredibly lucky in Enfield. I keep winning all my 50-50s, and when I lose 50-50s, I lose them to another limited character, which is hilarious. Okay, here we go, boys. I got 23,000. Oh, so this thing is guaranteed no matter how you spin it. All right, here we go. Let's get it. I like how often this shit turns red though in the weapon banner. That little 5% chance, isn't it 5%? That shit goes a long way in the weapon banner, bro. All right, so number 10 at number 40, I think we get our guarantee unless we, you know, get the shit early. Okay, I think I jinxed myself, bro. Normally we would have already saw a red, bro. All right, third one. If we don't see a red right here, it's guaranteed on the 40th pull. Okay, bro. Holy, I jinxed myself big time, chat. All right, here it is. Here it is. Guarantee. Guarantee. Bro, they're being stingy with this shit. Oh my God. Maybe, bro, I'm used to getting doubles like multiple times. All right, if we lose our 50-50, give me Pog's weapon or something, please. I don't have Pog's weapon. I would love to get that. I would love to get another dupe of a thermite cutter. I would love to get Exemplar. That's right. Exemplar's her other weapon. All right, here we go. Okay, come on, bro. Stop playing with me. Stop. Stop. Here it is. 25% chance. Man, what the fuck is this, bro? Get this shit out my face. All right, boys, we're guaranteed the weapon in another 40 pulls. Hopefully we get her a little early. Don't have to go full pity. At 80 pulls, we're guaranteed the weapon. We're at 40. We're halfway there. You know, it's a bit... Hey, Loki, by the way, brother, I still haven't forgot about our conversation. I haven't forgot, Loki. I'm sorry, man. It's been a lot fucking going on, bro. Behind the scenes. You guys have no idea. But, we are going to have that talk, Loki. I promise, brother. All right, let's do this issue. How you going to give me 4 freaking golds and no reds? All right, here we go. 60. 60. Red. Okay, chat. This is the worst pulling experience I've had on the weapon banner thus far. My luck has officially expired on the weapon banner. I guess I can't complain. Won the 50-50 at least, bro. 70. No, we went full pity. Here's 70. Oh my God. I went full pity, chat. Oh shit, bro. All right, here's what it is. Let me get an extra thermite cutter. Come on, man. Let me get 2 reds. We went full pity, bro. Let me get 2 reds. This was the stingiest weapon banner I ever did in my life. They say you only getting exactly what you came to get, little bro. Holy shafted, dog. Giga cooked. It's all right. You know what, man? Hey, chat, you want to know what's funny? I ain't spend no money this banner. I take that as a W. I take that as a goddamn W, chat. You hear me? That was the good thing about Fong Yi being the only character in that long ass winded patch last time. Didn't spend no money. We take that as a W. What's this? Oh yeah. Token exchange. I forgot about that. Oh yeah. We got some nice little discounts here. Give me that. Okay, let's do this real quick. Oh yeah, I need all that. Yeah, I need all that. Don't forget to look at her right, Unk. Okay, so what? Okay, let me see what's going on. You said her right? Only her right? Okay, by the way, this is gonna be the team, chat. The team. If y'all didn't watch my guy, watch my guy. My guy goes hard. This is gonna be the team right here. It's gonna be MIFU, Rossi, Akakuri, Pog. This is the team right here.
Show me how to run things.
I'll be real. I'm not the biggest fan of Mifu's. Okay, you said her right side? Bro, that beauty mark on the cleavage. What the holy glitch? That booty mark on the cleavage goes crazy. And then another beauty mark on the left side. Yeah. I love this character's design, bro. I think she's fucking peak. I do. You know, the one thing I will say is I wish she was full blown Gauntlet in terms of her repertoire. I'd fucking fuck this great sword, bro. Like, I wish she was full blown Gauntlets. No great sword at all. I don't really care for her basic attack sequence, if I'm being honest. That said, that damn punch. Yeah, fist all the way, bro. I think this should have went fist all the way. Bro, get this ugly ass sword off of my back.
I am a weapon. I leave souvenirs on my opponent.
Okay, let's go ahead and get it built up. Chat, now's the time that we set up our freaking... Oh my God. Here we go. We can do that later. And here's the thing. With infill, excuse me. That build, the new set, we're going to have to grind through the game in order to even be able to build it and utilize her, right? So like, that's the other thing about infill. We got to literally grind through the game to even be able to build her. And then get the new factory quirks set up to like put that set on her, so on and so forth. So it takes a long time for you're even able to like play the character.
Now that's a real fight. Are they part of your crew?
Let's go ahead and start here. I don't know. I really clearing my damn throat today. You need money and a good factory. Money and a good... Oh, bro. Yeah, I forgot you talking about the freaking currency shortage? By the way, in case y'all are wondering which priority of level ups, it's, in my personal opinion, man. Actually, I didn't even explain this in my guide. Shame on me. The world splitter and the physical... Let me see. Hold up. Give me a second. I actually didn't explain this in my guide. Forgot about this part. Yeah, you know what's funny? She does nothing but crush damage. I mean, her ult can definitely pack a punch. So here's the thing with I just realized Mifu, if you want to be cheap, you can be cheap as hell with her because she's all about crush damage. It's so crazy. Yeah, because she doesn't crit. It's going to be her skill for the world splitter upgrade. See this multiplier? But she doesn't crit, chat. It's the Giga Punch. How much multiplier for the Giga Punch? The Giga Punch goes up to, I think, because it gets 1.5 multiplier and another multiplier on top of that. It goes up high, but because she doesn't crit, it doesn't really matter. It's the crush that's doing damage. Does that make sense, chat? It's like this crush, it's like an elemental reaction, so to speak. So she's one of those characters where her multipliers will just be doing some raw damage, but the real damage is that crush pop. So it's her ultimate. Her ultimate has a fat multiplier. Her skill has a fat multiplier. And that's honestly, you don't even have to do this. If you're not going to pilot her, you don't need to do this. Because if you're not going to pilot her, you can pilot somebody else. I personally think you shouldn't pilot her because she's not critting. I think you should be piloting. If you're going to be running Rossi, probably pilot Rossi because she crits. Or even pilot Pog, probably. It really doesn't matter.
Figure out some new tricks. When do I get to use them?
Mifu's a character that's pretty cheap because her crush is one that's doing all the damage. That's all I'm trying to say. Okay. Let's level her up a bit more.
Now that's a real fight.
Crystal unlocked overcup at home. Oh, I think my dog is here.
I figure out some new tricks.
Yeah, buddy. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. My boy just showed up, man. Yeah, chat, we
I figure out some new tricks. When do I get
we got a lot of work to do. You know what I'm gonna do, chat? I'm gonna dedicate an entire stream to factory in Arknights Endfield. How many people are also with me in this in this need? Like how many of y'all's factories are completely updated? Out of curiosity, since I actually am so curious to know that, because I feel like a lot of people probably's factories are kind of cooked. Type 1 of your factory is completely updated. Type 2 of your factory is kind of cooked.
I figure out some new tricks. When do I get to use them?
Okay, damn. That's a lot more ones than I thought. Been done for weeks. Well, I'm gonna need y'all ones to help my ass out, bro. Just using the blueprint, to be honest. Yeah. So, okay. So now that I have my blueprint, chat, we can do this shit later. Now that I have my blueprint, chat, what do I need to do? Okay, I know for a fact, don't get it twisted. I know that this here is going into here to get things going, right? But I feel like there's a little bit more at play there, because I know you got set like multiple of them up, right? How many do I need to set up to get this one going? Smack, do you do guides on team comps and rotations? I literally just made a guide. Yeah, bro. Like I just made a guide, my boy. It's right here. The thing is, infield guides aren't the most popular, so I feel you. But this is the guide right here. It's my most latest uploaded video. I've made a guide for every single character, actually. There's a guide for Feng Yi right here. There's also a guide for Rossi right here. And there's a guide for Tung Tung. Yeah. This one I pretty went in depth, so. All right, now chat. I'm caught up, but it's a mess. You're the reason I'm retrying the game. I feel you. That's what I wanted to do with this stream. I feel like some of us are probably in the same boat as me. So let's learn that shit together. I liked your guide a lot. I like to pause during the combat to explain. A lot of people, Josh Bendex, a lot of people found my guides extremely valuable in HSR because of the pausing. And so I kind of just translated that over the infield, because I remember a lot of people were like, holy fuck, bro. I appreciate you pausing and explaining shit. So I was like, okay, I'll do the same thing in infield and see how that goes. Yeah, but anyways, chat. So we are grabbing the blue thingy, right? The Q. We're doing this. And this is going into... Because I know now they have a underground mechanic. They have an underground mechanic to where you can power shit from under the ground, right? But my question is, where am I going with this one? Am I just putting this right into here? Is that what we're doing? No? Oh, shit. Yeah. This is where we learn, bro. You need to go third person view and interact with it. Not from the top. So, acid resistance pump. Pipe. Okay, hold on. I'll tell you what. Give me a second. Chat, we about to do this shit from the bottom up. Shit, my bad. I gotta go here to do that? Okay. All right, let's go ahead and do this. Put inlet here. Okay, I'm cooking. Hold up. No, not stash state. All right, let's do facility list. Oh, here we go. Conduit inlet. Yeah. See, you know the funny thing? I had learned this shit and then forgot it. Is it going right in front of it? Is it going right in front of it? Add a conduit inlet close to the pump and connect it. Yes. Okay. Excellent. So after this, 1 block. And just do a little, I guess we just do, there we go. Okay. And now we start conduit. There we go. Unpowered. Do I gotta put a fucking thingamajig right here? I gotta put one of these hoes right here? Ah. And then must be connected. Wait, what did it say? Must be connected to an outlet. Okay, now what the fuck am I doing wrong now, chat? This shit is powered, right? Outlet, not inlet. Oh, somebody said inlet. Niggas trolled me. All right, let's do it again. Hey, chat, I don't think you understand. I'm so thankful that y'all helped me out. Because I'm one of them people where I'm so fucking busy, I was not about to spend 40 hours figuring this shit out by myself. And that's why I was trying to say, like, thinking outside of myself, there's probably a lot of people that feel that way. No, the other one? What? Did I do it? Did I do the... Okay, hold on, bro. Y'all make up y'all's mind, because y'all just said it was the outlet. Now you're saying the inlet is good. Make up y'all's... Okay, chat. Y'all about to make me crash out, bro. Make up your fucking mind, chat. Is it the inlet or the outlet, brother? Wait, that was right before? Okay, T-Fifth. T-Fifth, you my guy. Inlet. Okay. So that's good. That's set up. Connect the pump to an inlet conduit. You connect it to other one in your base, the outlet. Okay, so now inlet goes to an outlet. Okay, so do I put the... Oh, this is an inlet. I see. So we need to find an outlet. I see. Is this an outlet? Oh, this is the outlet. I learned. We got it. Okay, I got it. Yeah. So we're going to take this shit over here. Now I get it. I was taking it to an inlet. But see, this is a blueprint. So I'm like, I don't really know. I got to learn. Okay, so I can put it on this one. Connect to a conduit. Okay, boys. So I got to lay down more of these piss water things then, right? Does the stuff over there need acid? Yeah, I mean, look, it's a blueprint, so I'm guessing you guys... I'm guessing it needs acid, right? What else would it need? Hold on, bro. That's a good question. Because you're saying, does it need acid or does it need... Let's look at it. Some need water. I see. See, this is the... But chat, y'all are... Right now, this is so important. Y'all are learning the problem with these blueprints, right? You see what I'm saying? It's like the blueprint is almost meaningless if you don't learn this factory system. It's like you can give me a blueprint, but where the fuck does shit go? Because this ain't done for me. And so I can see people coming into this as casuals and going, the fuck do I do? You'll need water, acid, sewage, and some solutions you can make. Yeah. And this was my problem. This is why I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to go live for this because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Needing plants to make everything be fluid was another layer. Yeah, so this factory recipe is really difficult. You need like 20 things to make one thing. Yeah. Okay, now here's my question, chat. I mean, don't get me wrong. I could like trace things and kind of figure it out together, right? So like this is going in here. You could see this is actually needed right here, right? So we see that, and that's how you learn it. That's how you learn it. You'll look at that and you'll go, okay, so that bitch goes there, bet. And then you'll come over here and you go, okay, it looks like this is supposed to go here, right? So I think we did make the right choice with putting the acid right here. We made the right choice. Now, where does water go? That's kind of the question. Can y'all help me out with that one? Where is the water gonna go? For that outlet, you need water. This outlet? This one right here? So it's not acid? You have another outlet in the base. It's probably water. Okay. Chat, guide me through. Guide me through. Guide me through, brother. We got to learn, man. We got to learn. So I'm going to say F they fishing and put some water over here somewhere. One outlet is water, the other is acid. Okay, let's figure it out. Let's figure it out together, man. Like I said, I feel like a lot of people are, if I'm dealing with this, bro, I know a lot of people are dealing with this shit. We'll set that bad boy up like right here. Right? That, and then when you refine Croupium, you get sewage, which you can use for something else. I know I didn't even get to that part because I first needed chat to help me out with this experience. And so I guess we're going to set up an, oh my God, I keep having to come over here. Why does this go away, actually? Oh, okay. I see. I see. So we put another inlet next to this, correct? Bro, I can't do that. I need the third party. So we got the inlet. Put that shit right here. Why is it, is that on there? I think it is. Huh? Did that go in? I can't see shit, chat. He said, boy, I'm blind as hell, boy. What the hell? Okay, that did go in, right? And now I got to put another thingamajig right there. Put that shit right here. Okay, so we chilling. Now we're going to take... Okay, hold on now. So now I got to get rid of... we got to get rid of that shit, huh? How do we even do that? Do I just override it with this? Undo the connection? Bitch, I tried. The first time. You didn't even have nothing there. Power it up. Okay, hold on. Hold on. No, I know, chat. Give me some time. Y'all are kind of typing after I've already done shit. I can see. Facility details. Disconnect. There we go. Now... I should be able to do it now, right? There we go. It's going to change that shit. It's going to turn blue. Come on now, Clevis. Smack, why don't you do guides on NTE? I think the game is great. Dude, I love NTE. To be honest, I just ain't really had the time. You might need to remove and replace the pipes. Oh my God, are you serious, bro? Should I just scrap the whole thing and start over? You might need to grab a bottle to stash those fluids. Replace it? Yeah, okay. Chat. By the way, I just want y'all to know, this is, I always try to make sure people understand infield. This process that you're watching, if you don't find it enticing, infield, respectfully, it might not be for you. But there's a lot of people that love this. This is part of the gameplay. And I think a lot of people misunderstand infield where they don't realize, like, there's a lot of people that enjoy this process. And there's people who won't like it. This is the filtering. I'm kind of like in the middle. I enjoy it, but I also don't have the time, you know? It's like a love-hate relationship, kind of. Let's do, I gotta go to my blueprints. Okay, so we'll do this one more time. Let's do it right this time, chat. With y'all's guidance. By your will. It shall be done. Okay. So this one is getting water. I want to make sure we're clear there too, chat. If I was maining infield, I'd be locked the fuck in on all of this. The thing is, I just don't have the time to even main the game, you know? And that's why I was trying to, that chatter that asked if it was worth playing, I was trying to make sure he understood that. Like, the amount of time that this comes with, I think you gotta be prepared. So actually, you know what? I'm not going to jump the gun. Now, chat, the water's connected. So where do I put the sewage next? Are you going to watch Summerfest? Yes, yes, I am. I'm going to watch Summerfest. I could sit for 6 hours doing factory, but not going to lie, watch someone else do the factory is pretty boring. No, I think that's valid. I think that's valid. I think some people enjoy factory streams and some people won't, or most people won't. I think that's okay. So do I do this now? Water treatment for the sewage. Okay, so real quick though, this outlet. Should I put sewage here? I mean, I'm not sorry, the piss water? Because this is an outlet. Cheek the pipe where it's going before connecting. The pipe is going over here. Recipe. I don't really know what they're... Okay, so they're trying to make this, this, and this. I mean, there's no way piss water isn't being used at all, right? The acid. Yeah, that one gets the acid. Hold on now, because I see it's doing a split off. And coming into here. Wait, so is this one getting water too? Water there too, right? Yeah. That one gets... Yeah, it looks like water. Okay. When will you play NT 1.1? It was supposed to be literally yesterday. There's been a lot of shit going on IRL chat. I'll explain it eventually. Let's do acidic resistant pump. No, the water outlet. Hydro, where the fuck is it at again? Oh, fluid pump. Oh, it has to be like kind of close, huh? Can I put one by the fishers? Because I kind of want to be close to my little... I want to be close to my little water. Hold on, give me a second. Move this over just a little bit more. There we go. Like probably like right there. And then we can grab... What the fuck? Then we can grab fluid pump. There we go. All right. Excellent. Oh, no. And then one more. There's also a possibility to connect the sewage to that one instead, but now connect the water. So y'all are... Wait, you telling me y'all aren't sure what goes to this one? I mean, look, bro. What are they trying to create right here? Do you even need acid for this blueprint? I guess you might not, now that I'm sitting here thinking about it. I'm now learning the value of the inlet, though, which is cool. I think that's already working, right? No, you 100% need water. Man, I'm so glad y'all are helping me out, bro. You have no idea. My ass was over here like thinking I needed the acid the whole time. Conduit outlet. Okay, so that's connected now. Water 100% because you were refining cuprium there. Okay, so then what is getting connected to this? Yeah, what the hell is getting connected to this? This is still missing something. Nothing? Well, it looks like we're still missing a few things. Sewage, I think. Okay, so it sounds to me like we probably need to go around the map and get the yo, the water didn't work yet. Oh, you're right, the water didn't work. Wait, why the fuck isn't the water working? Sewage to dump out. I get that. So where would I dump out the sewage? Because I think we have a, I think I have a little blueprint for sewage dumping or something like that. I did a tutorial on it. When you make cuprim, it makes black water that needs to be expended. I remember that. Acids for cuprim solution and heavy zionite. Did you connect them? You will need the water treatment until unit to dispose the sewage. Got a pipe between pump and inlet. Bro, what the fuck, bro? Bro, this is insane, chat. Did I not connect? It's already connected to another outlet. Yeah, so I did. I connected it to this outlet. Now, I don't know why the outlet is sleeping. The pump ain't connected. Oh, shit. This. You motherfucker. You talking about this? How's it? Wait, how's it not connected? How's it not connected? LT. The fuck? Hold up. Brother. Am I fucking missing something here, bro? Need space for a pipe. I know, dude, it's like not letting it go in there. You see, I'm trying to connect it with this pipe like I normally do. I don't know why is it not working? Is it because it's already connected to something else? Move it up more. Damn, how much space it need? Oh, wow. So it just, you really need some goddamn space. I feel like the other one didn't have that much space. Yeah, this one's like shorter. Bro, I saw your state of play reaction. I really enjoyed it, but haven't you played Until Dawn? No, I have not. I have not. I don't know, man. There's a height difference. Shit was just bugging, dog. Okay, now, do I need to reconnect again? Like, what do you mean you're disconnected? This shit is complicated, T. Yeah, bro. It's like fucking goddamn engineers probably love this shit, bro. Okay, so now the water's there. Y'all said I got to get rid of the sewage. This shit is wild, bro. Now, chat, how do I get rid of the sewage? Because, bro, you know what's fun? You know what sucks, chat? Is in 12 minutes, I got to end stream and take an hour and a half break and get ready for the fucking Summer Games Fest. By the way, my best friend's back. Bro came back. I got a lot of friends coming over, chat. And I think some of them, I think all of them actually probably going to watch Summer Games Fest. So chat, when we come back for the Summer Games Fest, it's probably going to be like, y'all usually only see like one of my friends. It's probably going to be, I think it's going to be 3 of them. Y'all going to see 3 people watching the Summer Games Fest. It's going to be like a Maximilian dude stream. Yeah, so in literally in an hour and a half, it's going to be a second stream. And it's going to be 3 friends. But yeah, no, you gotta get back to it. Yeah, how the fuck we get rid of this sewage, bro? Chat, can you put sewage in a bottle and spray it on Perlica? Bro, what? Are you trolling? I think Blueprint already providing the water treatment. Water treatment unit. Oh, is somebody already doing it? Oh, is the Blueprint already doing that? Because if so, that's, yeah, I think you're right, chat. They're already doing it. Right? Is my shit finally working? Hold up. You need to drain water into a pond? You know, I think it's doing it, bro. Bro. Thank God. Thank God. Looks like you have excess water. Ah, shit. Okay, now something is still disconnected. Yeah, it's this right here, but they said this doesn't need to, nothing needs to happen with it, apparently. I like how you have pump for pulling water. There's also pump for throwing it out. The inlet. Oh, yeah, chat. This is, you know what? This might be it, right? There's an inlet right here. Unconnected outlet. Maybe this is it? Drain that into a pond. Oh, I'm about to drain it into a pond. All right. Yes, sir. We about to drain that motherfucker. All right. So hold on. Maybe, what do I do? Do I just put a, how do I do that? Do I put an outlet right here? How's that work? What do I set up? You need to connect the inlet to an outlet that will drain into a water pond. So do I put an outlet over here? Right. So I do I do this? Is this it? Near water? Like right here? Chat? What? Oh, water. My bad. Yeah. Fuck, I forgot, bro. The acid. So like right here? Not near the acid. My bad, chat. My brain is going crazy, dog. You think this shit complicated, dog? So right here, right? Need another pump? Oh, so you have to put a pump. Okay, I'm learning. Chat, you know what's funny? Y'all might think that shit is like hilarious, but this is, I'm having fun. I am. What y'all teaching me? I'm genuinely having fun doing this shit. I know it ain't for everybody, but shit. Oh my God, you need hella space. Okay, now why your ass ain't working now, bro? Now you on that shit. Okay, there we go. I see. Here we go. We figured it out. Now why this nigga ain't working now, bro? Like, damn, bro. Fat ass. Like, what do you mean? Fluid supply unit to dispose. No, it's wrong. There's a separate water dumping pump. Oh my. Ah, this shit is. All right, where's the water dumping pump, chat? Where that shit at? Pipe control port. We got a fluid pump. Water dispense unit. Okay, maybe we can just like find it. And I'm trying to itemize. Water dispense unit. Is it fluid tank? Fluid supply unit. Text says unit used for dumping fluids. A facility for storing fluids. Okay, so we got to find the one used for dumping fluids. Boy, there's some complicated shit. Boy, God damn it, Bob. Did I pass it up? No, that ain't it. Pipe control. What's the correct name? It was the last one? Ah, facility for processing sewage. This one? Water treatment unit. I'm waiting on the... No? Fluid supply unit. Bro, am I blind, T? Did you see that shit? Fluid supply unit, one resource category. Ah, resourcing. Go to hashtag looking icon. This one? It's second to last tab, too. Went past it. This fucking fat head ass unit. It looked like it about to drain some water.
I feel like the hashtag.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Bro, I'm telling you, it'd be so much shit you trying to look at, bro. Like, it's just a lot of shit. Okay, now how does this work, guy? Wait, no? That wasn't it? Ain't no way, bro. This is it, right? I grabbed the right one. Why y'all stressing me? Okay, this is it. Okay. Now, why the fuck this shit ain't connecting? Okay. Am I crazy, chat? Is it a different start from outlet? Outlet to fluid supply. Oh, it got to go from left to, and I'll tell you, this shit is crazy. It got to go from left to right type shit, bro. Oh my God, Chad. I feel so retarded playing this game, bro, but it's fun at the same time. All right, so we gotta connect this inlet. Where the hell is this inlet? Yeah, we gotta connect this motherfucker here, and then I think we good. Now the last thing we gotta do is set up another power. Exactly, T. You figuring this shit out, see? Yeah. All right, so now we got the power, dog. Oh my God. Okay, Chad, I think we're good, right? Everything's fine and dandy now. That whole setup, T. Yeah. It's set up. Let's go, boys. Hey, man, I really appreciate chat. Seriously, I'm not even kidding. I want to do more streams where we learn this shit and we just label the streams so that people who do want to play Arknights Endfield at least got somebody to go to for this shit. It's like, because I'm learning with y'all, bro. Like, straight up, I'm learning with y'all. And there's chat. To the people who are learning right now, there's so much more. There's so much more. This was like one recipe. Arknights Endfield updated to 1.3, and I'm still learning the 1.1 to 1.2 recipes. So we just like this, bro. We're just like barely getting something down, man. Does your friend also play Gacha? No, he don't play. He's too busy. Yeah, he's too busy. Okay, so we got all this set up, but he got a brain for this shit, low key. And they planning to add gases. I know. No, it's fun. No, it's good fun. I like figuring this type of stuff out. So the next thing I got to do, chat, a next chore for me, and I'm probably gonna do this before we go live for the next AKE stream. I gotta go do all the mineral beds. We gotta go get all the mineral beds, set them up, and get them mined so that we could start farming that material. Yeah, they are planning to add gases. They are. We also got to do the latest story. But okay, chat. We're going to be back in literally an hour and a half for the Summer Games Fest. Okay? We'll be back in an hour and a half for the Summer Games Fest, chat. So I'll see y'all literally before you realize it, bro. Like literally in the next 90 minutes. And then we'll be watching that together. And then after that, man, I'll see you guys tomorrow, Saturday at night for Cyberpunk Edge Runners, the watch party inside of the Discord, okay? Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me, chat. I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. I'll see y'all in about 90 minutes.